This week's Torah portion, the Parshat HaShavua, is Parshat Bereishit. Bereishit is Barosh Ubarishana, the beginning. In fact, classically in English, it is translated as in the beginning. But this year, our beginning is not necessarily only with regards to the beginning of a new cycle of the Parshiot HaShavua, of the reading of the Torah. This week also marks the beginning of a war in Israel. And in the beginning has a very different context to what it means in the beginning in the Torah itself. What does it mean to us? What should it mean to us? And I think the answer is as follows. When things are beginning, usually there is excitement, there's a sense of euphoria, there's a sense even when tragedy hits, a sense of commitment. For example, when someone sits Shiva, as unfortunately we've experienced with the loss of a child, and tragically so many more in this past week and in the weeks to come, unfortunately, we'll also experience. There's a sense of commitment. People come into that Shiva and they are eager and earnest to help, and they show up, and that's a tremendous thing. But the truth is, in the end of the day, the true nechama, the true source of comfort, doesn't come necessarily during the Shiva, at a time when a person is shocked, when a person is unnerved, when a person is completely unearthed with regards to what's going on around them, and may not completely, appreciate what is the tragedy that has befallen upon them, or the context of it completely. The true nechama comes months afterwards, when a person still is lost, and a person does not understand and still can't comprehend, and has many questions and wonders, what can I do? How should I do? What should I do? How can I respond? How do I continue tomorrow or today? That's when a person needs comfort. And the same thing is with regards to a time of tragedy and catastrophe, to trial and tribulation. The war that we are experiencing now, yes, it's tremendously inspiring to see the amount of people who are committed and offering packages and offering care and offering their services in any form or fashion. It is truly astounding and very, very heartwarming to see the togetherness, the achdut, the unity of Am Yisrael at this time. However, having said that, this is just my perspective, and you don't have to agree, but I'm going to share with you something that might sound a little harsh, but as someone who lost a child, I believe I have the right to do so, and I will do so nonetheless. And that is, the true nechama doesn't necessarily only come now. What we need to understand is that with regards to this war, in all probability, we are in it for a long haul. It is not a Shiva, it is not just 1 week, but a person who experiences loss and deals with tragedy, and right now a nation who is dealing with trial and tribulation is going to experience it for a long time. The trauma, after all of the various tragic events that have unfolded, will last for years and years to come. And people will need that comfort, not only just during this first week of war, not only Bereishit, Barosh Ubarishana, at the beginning, when we experience that euphoria and that commitment, but that loyal and allegiance and commitment has to last for a long, long period of time. And what we need to understand, when we wish people, we say, Besarot tovot, Yeshuot v'nechamot. Yeshuot means saving. Nechamot means comfort. Comfort comes afterwards. Why? Yeshua, savior, or being saved, is the first step. But nechama, being comforted, that takes much longer. That takes commitment. That takes allegiance. That takes introspect. That takes understanding and comprehension. And that is what we need at this time. What we need to understand at this time is, first, yes, right now we're all concentrating on the stage of Yeshuot, to be saved. Security, no question, that is top priority. That is Bereishit, at the beginning. But after Bereishit, there's a whole full Chamisha Chumshei Torah, 5 books of the Torah that we have to learn and delve and understand and appreciate. Those are the books that we have to incorporate for the long haul. And that's what we have to understand. Our nation has been fractured prior to this war. Lack of unity, perhaps even sinat chinam, a certain amount of hatred that existed amongst us, intolerance. If we really want to talk about nechamot after the Yeshuot, if we want to go from Bereishit to the rest of the Parshiot HaShavua, then we have to understand that nechama comes with introspect, and that nechama has to be consistent We have to constantly ask ourselves, not as individuals, but as a nation, what can I do for my nation? What can I do for the world at large to make it a better place? What can I do for Israel as a country to make it a better place? Not for me, but for the entire people. The entire people include people who I don't necessarily agree with, or who I don't see eye to eye with, or who I don't understand. But that doesn't matter. I understand within myself that I am capable of helping all people. This is the message I think that all of us need to incorporate at this time. I hope and pray, Mir Hashem, as we incorporate that. Our son is in the Gaza Strip, working and doing his duty as a soldier, committed to Am Yisrael, and all the soldiers and all the people who are trying so hard to help in any way that they can, and who are ensuring our Yeshua. That Yeshuot, Mir Hashem, which will come, Mir Hashem, should lead also to Nechamot for all of us. But that's up to us. We need to remember that. We should only know brachot, yeshuot, v'nechamot, good things, good tidings, as we begin this new chapter in our lives, which is so difficult, but nonetheless will bring more chapters with it, past Bereishit to future chapters of Parshiot HaShavua, of the Torah itself. We wish you all well, and may we know good things. This is the Jewish way. It is the Torah way, and it always will be the dear Gila Way. Shabbat Shalom.